We can journal from the things that we have read. So in U.S. history, we are looking at Native Americans, and in this case, we're looking at the Taino people. Um, this is how you would spell their tribe name, Taino. So we looked at it, we numbered our paragraphs, and then we circled unfamiliar words. We underlined uh, images that we may want to sketch in our journal to get more meaning from it. We looked up, as I said before, unfamiliar words. So you can see those in this negative style picture. And then you can see where my questions are, and you could see the underlined areas that added more information. So when you do your role play, knowing even more information will help you determine how you're going to represent that information to a small group. So with these notes, you can take them and you can begin to take notes into your journal. And remember, you're writing down what you notice. Okay, what you notice, what you wonder, the question marks you have, and what it reminds me of. So in this case, I structured my journal this way. I have what I notice running across the page this way. And then I have my questions are in the center here. Okay. And then the lower third of the page here shows how I'm making connections. So this beheke, which is in the story, it's in here. Beheke. In the story, I looked it up and I went onto my Chrome and I looked it up, and this is what the image looks like, since the earliest note taking were like hieroglyphics or pictures. Interesting. And the big gauged ears, looks like these are gauged, reminds me of a troll. So a toy troll with all that hair. So I just wrote it right here, and I wrote down what I thought. So I looked up the word, and it means that it's a healer. It's it's a role that a person plays because they're good with plants and making medicines for curing diseases. So in that Taino tribe, this is what the girl's father did when you read the article, The Gold People. All right, so notice what is in the notes. There are words. You can put it into bullet points. You can compare and contrast. So I'm looking at what's different between the Gold People and the Taino Indians. Okay. And you can look at the information in the article and write your own little list. So you can see I have heroes because they do have these type of dances called the Arieta, and it's Arieto. It's right here. If you look that word up, you will find that it's a ceremony that celebrates when they are heroes. They do something in their tribe. Then they have some kind of party with music and food. So we have words, and you can lay it out this way. We have a title. This is written by a 10th grader, and it's a story on how would it feel if you were a Native American, a Taino Indian, and you saw Christopher Columbus's men coming with. It looked like they were describing this sword here that I drew. and the sharp end was causing all this blood because they grabbed it at the wrong end. They didn't have this weapon. It could have been a gun, but some guns have some kind of sharp edges here because they use it as kind of a sword. But it's probably this. So I have words. I have sketches. This is the cassava root. And then I also have arrows pointing. It's a diagram that's pointing. And the only numbers I have are the 10th grader. And in this case, that's it. And the date. And the 1400s, the year that this happened. Because remember, Columbus came in 1492. So this was before that. So that's it for taking notes this way in a journal for U.S. history.